Cleveland's quarterback room just turned into a full-blown circus, and everyone's watching to see who cracks first. Kevin Stefanski tried to calm the storm by saying Shedeur Sanders hasn't been getting first-team reps because Dillon Gabriel is a rookie and needs them more. But here's the thing, they're both rookies. That excuse fell apart the second it left his mouth, and fans instantly called it what it was: favoritism, plain and simple. Then Tommy Rees, the Browns' offensive coordinator, stepped in and made things even messier. Instead of clearing things up, he doubled down, praising Gabriel like he was the second coming of Tom Brady, while sidestepping every question about Shedeur. And when he finally did mention Sanders, his words were coated in vague coach speak about unique challenges and creative reps. Translation: Shedeur's not seeing the field anytime soon. The tension is boiling in Cleveland. Fans are furious, the locker room's divided, and Rees' comments just added gasoline to the fire. Shedeur Sanders isn't some no-name rookie. He's one of the most hyped players to enter the league. A proven leader with star power that the Browns clearly don't know how to handle. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Is this about performance or politics? Kevin Stefanski's explanation for benching Shedeur Sanders left everyone scratching their heads. When asked why Shedeur hasn't been getting first-team reps, he claimed Dillon Gabriel needs them more because he's a rookie. But here's the problem. So is Shedeur. That reasoning didn't just sound weak, it sounded like a cover-up. Fans immediately called it out, labeling it favoritism and poor leadership. Shedeur isn't some unproven walk-on. He's a polished quarterback who's thrived under pressure, trained by Deion Sanders himself, and built for the spotlight. Yet somehow, he's watching from the sidelines while Gabriel gets every rep. For a team that claims to value competition, Cleveland's approach feels anything but fair. And Stefanski's excuse only made the controversy louder. When Tommy Rees stepped to the podium, fans hoped he'd clear the air. Instead, he poured fuel on the fire. Rather than defending Shedeur Sanders, Rees doubled down on Kevin Stefanski's comments, praising Dillon Gabriel like he was untouchable. He called Gabriel smart, disciplined, and a leader in tough conditions, practically painting a halo over his head. But when Shedeur's name came up, the tone shifted completely. Rees started talking about unique challenges and finding creative ways to get him reps, which everyone knows is coach speak for he's not playing anytime soon. The tension was obvious. His words sounded rehearsed, his frustration visible, like a man stuck defending a decision he doesn't even believe in. Fans could sense it too. Instead of that easing concerns, Rees made the locker room drama feel more real than ever. Tommy Rees' explanation for Shedeur Sanders' development plan raised more eyebrows than it calmed. When asked how Shedeur was improving without first-team reps, Rees said they were finding creative ways to get him work, through walkthroughs and mental reps. But fans weren't buying it. Walkthrough reps aren't development. They're delay tactics. It's like saying you're training for a marathon by watching people run. Rees' tone gave everything away. He wasn't confident. He sounded cornered, like a coach trying to justify a bad situation. The truth is simple. You can't prepare a young quarterback for the NFL by keeping him on the sidelines. You have to let him take snaps, build timing, and earn chemistry with the starters. Instead, the Browns are holding Shedeur back with creative reps that do more harm than help, and everyone watching knows it. But behind closed doors, the Browns' locker room isn't as quiet as the coaches would like you to think. Players see what's happening. Dillon Gabriel getting every rep, while Shedeur Sanders barely touches the ball. That's not competition, that's favoritism, and it's starting to rub people the wrong way. A few veterans have reportedly voiced frustration, saying the team is preaching equal opportunity but practicing politics. The atmosphere feels tense, divided between those loyal to the coaching staff and those who believe Shedeur deserves a real shot. And in a locker room full of egos, that kind of tension spreads fast. It's becoming the same story Cleveland can't seem to escape. Star power meets mismanagement. From Baker Mayfield to OBJ, and now Shedeur Sanders. Every time the Browns get a big personality, drama follows. The only question is, how long before this one blows up too? Cleveland has a long history of struggling to manage star power, and Shedeur Sanders might be the latest example. Every time the Browns bring in a big name, things spiral. It happened with Baker Mayfield, then with Odell Beckham Jr., and now it's happening again. The organization loves the spotlight when it helps ticket sales, but the moment that attention turns uncomfortable, they pull back. Shedeur isn't just another rookie, he's a brand. His jersey sells out, his social media numbers explode, and his last name alone brings cameras to practice. That kind of visibility should be an asset, but in Cleveland, it feels like a problem. The coaches seem more focused on controlling the narrative than unleashing his potential. Instead of embracing his presence, they're minimizing it. And if history's any indication, that kind of tension doesn't stay quiet for long. When you zoom out, the Shedeur Sanders situation becomes bigger than just a quarterback controversy. It's a snapshot of how modern football really works. Talent alone isn't enough anymore. It's about timing, politics, and who the organization chooses to back. Shedeur represents the new generation of athletes, marketable, media-savvy, and unafraid to challenge the system. But that kind of confidence can threaten old-school coaches who prefer control over charisma. This isn't just about reps or playtime. It's about image management. The Browns know Shedeur brings attention, and with attention comes pressure. Every move he makes is magnified. Every decision dissected. Meanwhile, the team is torn between protecting its current starter and preparing for a future it might not be ready to embrace. One thing's clear. This isn't just a football battle. It's a power struggle, and Shedeur's name is right at the center of it. At this point, one thing is undeniable. Shedeur Sanders' story is far from over. The Browns can limit his reps, bench him, and hide behind excuses, but they can't dim his spotlight forever. Every time Shedeur steps on that field, the cameras follow, the fans cheer, and the pressure builds. And when that first real opportunity comes, he's going to be ready, because he's been waiting, watching, and studying every move. Football is unpredictable. One injury, one bad game, one spark, and everything changes overnight. The same player being overlooked today could be the one saving Cleveland's season tomorrow. So the question isn't if Shedeur Sanders will rise, it's when. And when that moment comes, the Browns better be ready, because the whole world will be watching. What do you think? Is Cleveland protecting their guy, or afraid of what happens when Shedeur finally gets his shot?